Hey everybody, in this video we will be covering a question in which we have to delete kth element from the end of the linked list. For example, here we have our linked list and the k is 2, let's say. So we have to delete second element from the end of the list. So here 6 is the first element of the 6 is the last element of the linked list. So this is 1 and here it is 2. So 5 is that node which we have to delete. Okay, so now let's say if k is 4, then in this case we have to delete, we got 1, 2, 3 and 4. So in this case we have to delete this node from the linked list when the value of k is 4. So let's see how we are going to do it. Okay, now here we have our linked list. Now what we will do, we will set our first pointer at that point in the linked list where k is 2 but from the beginning. So if we traverse till k from the beginning, we got 1 here and then we got 2. So this is the position of k from the beginning of the linked list. So our first pointer will be set here. Okay, so now here is our first pointer. Okay, now we will set other pointer to the beginning of the linked list, that is here. Let's mark this one with white. This is the pointer at the head of the linked list or at the beginning of the linked list. Now what we will do, we will start traversing both the pointer simultaneously. Okay, so what we'll do, in the next iteration the pointer position will be, this white pointer will be at this point and this red one will be at here. Again white one will be at here and the red one is now here. Again we have white one here and red one here. Now again white is here and red is here. So as you can see, we have reached to the end of the linked list, that is here. Now as we reached to the end of the linked list, the position of the first pointer, that is this one, the position of the first pointer will be that node which we have to delete. As you can see, 5 here is the second element from the end of the linked list. This is first and this is second. So in this case we have to delete this one. So that's how we are going to do it. Now let's see another example. Here we have let's say here 7 and let's say we have to delete fourth element from the end, which is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 itself is the fourth element from the end that we have to delete. So now what we will do, we will start traversing till k from the beginning of the linked list and set the pointer. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we will set our first pointer here. Okay. Now what we will do, we will set the other pointer at the beginning of the linked list, that is here. Now we will start traversing both the pointers simultaneously. So after first traversal, this red one will be at this point 5 here and white one will be here. So red again has its position here and white is here. Now again here is red pointer is at the end of the linked list or at the tail of the linked list and white pointer will be at here. So as you can see, white pointer is at pointing this node 4. So this is our target node as we have verified k from the end, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we will delete this one. So that's how we are going to delete kth element from the end of the linked list. So that's it. This was the algorithm. Now let's see the code implementation for this one. Okay, so here we have our code. Here we have our delete node method that takes k as an input. Here we have our first and second. This is basically the 2 pointers initially set to the head of the linked list. Now here we have our for loop. For I0, I less than k, I plus plus. This for loop is basically for setting the red pointer to the value k from the beginning of the linked list that we have discussed in the algorithm, which was the red pointer that initially points at that node, which is kth node from the beginning of the linked list. Then here we have a if statement here. If second dot next is null and if a is equal k minus 1, head is head dot next. This line is basically for that case. This is the case when we have to delete the first element of the linked list, that we have to delete the head of the linked list itself. Okay, now else simply keep traversing, that is second is equal to second dot next. That is, this line will basically traverse till we are at k. Okay, now again we have a while loop here. Now from this while loop we will start traversing both the pointers simultaneously. So while second dot next is not equal null, first is first dot next. This first is basically that white pointer and second is equal second dot next. Okay, so now since as we are out of the while loop now, so it is for sure that we are reached to the end of the linked list, that is second pointer is reached to the end of the linked list. So in that case the position of first pointer is the target node. So this is the line first dot next is equal to first dot next dot next. This line will basically change the reference, and in this way we will delete that node. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more coding interview problems. See you in the next video.